The story begins in 1996. We see Jesse on his way to his grandmother's house. When he arrives, the first person he meets is his grandfather. They go hunting together deep into the woods. Today, they're hunting a deer that's right in front of them. So, Jesse takes aim, but the deer runs off. To catch it, both of them chase after it. During this, Jesse spots another animal, a strange one. He starts to follow it and gets separated from his grandfather. He goes deeper into the dense forest. There, he sees a set of stairs in front of him, just a short distance away. Jesse starts to climb the stairs. Meanwhile, his grandfather begins looking for him, but Jesse is nowhere to be seen. Up on the stairs, Jesse finds that animal hidden behind them. He quickly backs away. When he gets a look at the creature, he screams. But just then it grabs him. Hearing Jesse scream, his grandfather runs after him. He also sees the same stairs. And that animal, he shoots at it multiple times to kill it. But in the end, he's also dragged into that red door. Now, 20 years later, we see Josh and Nick, two brothers. After a long time, they're planning a trekking trip with their college friends to spend some time together. On the way, they pick up 3 more friends, 2 girls and 1 boy. Now, they head towards a forest, parking their car outside. After trekking for a while, they spot a hut made of thin branches. It looks like someone built it for their own survival, and that person might not be around anymore. But Jordan gets some strange vibes from the hut. He tells his friends to keep going. So, everyone continues on their path. After walking for so long, Rabika grows exhausted. So she sits down to rest for a bit and drinks some water. But her friends walk ahead, and she doesn't even realize it. As she's tying her shoelaces, a girl comes and stands near her, who might be Jordan. But when Rabika sees her feet, she gets goosebumps. When she lifts her head and looks at her face, it looks like a demon's. Seeing all this, Rabika gets so scared that she runs away. She loses her way and ends up back at the same hut. Just then, the same girl comes out of the hut and attacks her. But Rabika manages to escape at the right moment, and finally, her friends find her. This whole experience is stuck in Rabika's mind, so she tells everyone about it. But no one believes her, and they all start moving forward again. Now it's starting to get dark, but before it's completely dark, they see something else that's incredibly strange. A man with a hole in the back of his head. This man also has a girl with him who's holding a baby in her arms. Seeing this girl, Rabika immediately tells everyone to move on. The man keeps standing there, talking to someone. They call out to him, but he ignores everyone. But as soon as Josh touches him, he notices all of them, and he claims the girl sitting nearby is his wife. The man keeps saying, "You people should leave here, or something very bad will happen." After saying this, he shoots himself. But even after being shot, he's still standing on his feet. Just then, the girl stands up, and when she shows her baby, it looks like an insect's offspring. This horrifying sight leaves everyone stunned. They all run from there, because that's the only way out. But now it's almost dark. It's not safe to travel, so everyone decides to spend the night right here. As soon as morning comes, they'll all leave. Everyone sets up camp and goes to sleep. During this, Doug has a dream where he's being intimate with Jordan. But in his sleep, he feels himself shaking, which wakes him up. When he looks, an unknown entity is dragging him into the forest. Doug tries to free himself, but just then, an unknown creature attacks him and takes him away. Nick hears his scream and wakes everyone up. When Jordan checks Doug's tent, he's not there. Everyone gets worried and starts looking for him with lanterns. Meanwhile, Josh finds Doug's sleeping bag, which is torn with bloodstains around it. Seeing this, they start to fear that a wolf might have taken him. But just then, Jordan sees the reflection of a light illuminating the entire forest. To find the source of the light, they followed it and found a staircase in the middle of the forest with lights on it. This was the same staircase Jesse had seen 20 years ago. Everyone was astonished by the structure, but even more so by where the electricity was coming from to power these 2 bulbs. Josh then started to climb the stairs, even though his friends tried to stop him. He kept going up, and behind the stairs, he saw a red door. They thought Doug might be behind it. Just then, they heard some commotion from inside, like someone calling for help. Josh immediately started to break it down, which suddenly caused it to open, and he fell inside. They saw that the place was like a basement, quite large in size. Now Nick also went down to bring Josh back, but then he heard someone calling for help. They decided to go further into this basement to find their friend. After exploring the place, they discovered it was some kind of machinery base. Perhaps some government work used to happen here years ago. Just then, they found a child there, who was none other than Jesse. The same Jesse who had gotten lost in this basement almost 20 years ago. We see that he hasn't aged. The answer is that the stairs above actually lead people to another dimension, and by mistake, they've now appeared on this earth. Jesse says he's tried many times to get out, but each time the exit path changes. This means they might never be able to get out of here. Nick asks Jesse how he got trapped here. Jesse tells the whole story, how his grandfather came hunting, and then he saw a creature that wasn't from this earth, but from another dimension. He followed it and ended up here. His grandfather also came, but he hasn't seen him since. He's lost somewhere in here. Hearing his story, Nick and Josh realize there's definitely something mysterious hidden in this place, something that's growing larger and larger. But luckily for them, Jesse knows the way to an exit that hasn't changed its location yet. They immediately start heading up. However, Josh gets caught by the monster, who breaks his neck. The others manage to get out, extremely scared. But then, Josh sees the monster trying to break through the gate and come out. He tells his companions to run, yelling that the place isn't safe. Everyone runs as fast as they can into the darkness. But then, Nick's foot lands in a hole, and he falls. When he get up, he saw only human corpses around him. Just then, his friends arrived and found Doug's body there. They realized this place was actually the monster's feeding ground. The monster started coming after them again, and they all ran. During this, they found an old van parked nearby, and everyone got inside. But poor Rabica couldn't make it. In the end, the monster grabbed her head and took her away. Witnessing this horrific death, they trembled. So, they closed the door and stayed hidden inside. That's when Jesse explained that the monster is blind. "We have to stay hidden here without making a sound," he said. "Only then will we be safe." Hearing this, Nick asked what happened to him. Jesse explained that he got lost in the year 2000, but no one ever tried to find him. Hearing the date, Nick and the others were stunned. Suddenly, something clicked for Nick. When he heard Jesse mention his grandfather, he asked if his school was named St. Mary's. Jesse said yes. 20 years ago, a child named Jesse went missing from his class. For many years, people conducted search operations, but no one found anything. It was Jesse, but they couldn't just stay hidden here. They had to do something. Just then, Jesse says they need a plan. First, Jesse makes noise from the window to attract the monster. Then, Jordan will go out with the gun and finish it off. The plan was going perfectly, but they made one mistake. Their gun ran out of bullets. Jordan paid the price with her own life. But Nick is now furious. He's lost all his friends, including his brother. So, he wants to destroy that monster completely. He opens a gas cylinder in the van and throws it far away. The sound draws the monster closer. Then, Nick takes out a flare candle and throws it at the gas cylinder, causing a huge explosion. The monster starts burning and retreats into its own dimension in the forest. In the end, we see that the staircase behind the red door is also burning in the fire, meaning this dimension is closing forever. The next morning, the police arrive and find the body parts of Nick's friends. But they are stunned to learn why Jesse hasn't aged. And not just them. When Jesse's mother and grandmother are called, they can't believe their eyes. The Jesse they lost years ago is still in the same condition. Neither Jesse nor Nick ever reveal anything about what happened. And with that, the story ends here.